Hi, in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how travel agents can use the Context Travel website to book our walking seminars for your clients. Now, the first thing I do is go to contexttravel.com, and here it is. This is the home page of our website, and there are really two different ways to access the information. I can go in and look at one city and look at everything we offer in that city, or I can search the calendar of group walks in a given city and see what we're running. Let me show you the first. To do that, I go to Walking Tours Seminars of the Cities, and when I mouse over this, you'll see a drop-down menu come up, and all of the different cities where Context operates are listed there. I'm going to choose Paris because my clients are headed to Paris. You will see a link at the top for Browse All Walks. If you click on that, you will see all the walks that we offer, and it's quite a long list. If I scroll down, you'll see this is just the first A through L portion of the list. If I click on View More Walks, I'll see even more walks. Now, Paris is a large city for Context. We have a lot of docents there. We do a lot of walks, and as a result, there's a lot of inventory to choose from. We can help you narrow down that list using categories. So in this right-hand corner, you'll see a category list. If I click on it, you can see that we offer walks in art, architecture, cuisine. So for this example, I'm going to pretend that my clients are very much into cuisine. Okay, so I'm going to sort the list by cuisine. You'll see thematic walks on cuisine. I can see culinary history walks. This page gives me basic information about each walk, the title of the walk. I can see the duration. If I click on docents who lead this walk, I'll get a pop-up that shows me all the docents who lead a given walk. I can read their bios, see their pictures. It also gives me basic information about pricing. If I click on the title of the walk, or on the picture, or on the Learn More link, I will dig into a more in-depth set of information about this walk. So I'm going to do that for the Baguette to Bistro, Culinary Traditions of Paris. That's one of our most popular culinary walks. And of course, there's a whole slideshow here of images that I can scroll through if I'm interested in seeing clients on the walk, what the walk is like. I can see a lot of information here. If I scroll down, there's a very long description. I have to hit the Read More button to get all of it. But I click on that and I can see everything that this walk covers, the themes that it addresses. In the upper right-hand corner, in the right column, I see that this walk is available both as a private walk and as a group walk. So my clients in this case are interested in a private walk. They don't want to be with other people when they're in Paris per se, and they want to try to have this walk shaped to their interests. So if I click on Request a Private Walk, I can see that this walk is offered several days a week. Now, my clients are coming in March, so I scroll through here using the arrow keys, and I go to the right, and I get to March, and I can see March 1st through the 4th. It's available each day. When I mouse over the days here, I click on the days, rather, I can see the times that it's available. And my clients on Thursday, the 3rd, would be very interested in this walk. So I can see it's available at 10 a.m. or 4 p.m. My clients are morning people. 10 a.m. is a great time, so I'm going to click on that time and hit Continue. And here I can put in my participants. I happen to be 2 people, so that's good. And I can also customize the walk. So if I click on this, I can write a little note to Context, and I might say something like, my client is a chef and wants to study pastry making on this walk. Great. And I save that note. That's going to go to Context. When a note like this goes into an order, we flag it and we make sure that whatever you've written in there, we're able to provide. And if we're not, we get back to you before we do any kind of charging or confirm it. So I add the walk to my cart. And here we go. This is a shopping cart environment, just like Amazon or any kind of online e-commerce business. The walk is now in my cart. And I can see some basic information here, the date, the time, the fact that it's pending review in this case. Okay, and now before we check out and actually put this order into the Context system, let me go back and show you how to search our website for group walks on our calendar. So to do that, I'm going to click on the Context logo in the upper left-hand corner, and that takes me back to the main home page of Context Travel. And here I'll use the Design Your Trip feature. So as you can see, it's already chosen Paris. That's wonderful. I can switch cities if it's a different city, but I'm actually going to stay with Paris. And I'm going to choose the dates March 1st through March 6th. And I just use these little drop-down menus. And I have 2 people, and I hit the search button. And now what this brings up is a list of all the group walks on our calendar. And I'm seeing the list here in what we call day view. So there are these tabs across the top. March 1st is illuminated. If I click on March 2nd, I'll see the walks that are running on March 2nd, and so on down the list. I can also look at list view. In the upper right hand corner, if I click on list, it'll show me all of these walks over this entire time period in a list view that I can scroll down. Some people like to use it one way or the other. Now you'll notice there's a lot of information on this page. Basically it's showing me 3 different types of walks. The walks that are green are confirmed walks. That means that if these clients, these 2 clients that I'm shopping for, sign up on that walk, it is going to be confirmed immediately. If not instantaneously the moment I put the order in, within a day or 2 I'll get a confirmation guaranteed from Context. The walks that are yellow are tentative walks, meaning there's not enough people signed up. Even if I join, there's not enough people that have signed up. And so I'll be going onto a waiting list, waiting for other people to join me. And I'll show you how we manage that process a little later on. And then everything here in this gray box, add a walk to the calendar, these are other walks that can be added on that day. And you, as the agent acting on behalf of your client, you can add walks to our calendar. If you comprise a large enough group, then it will be confirmed. If you don't, it will be a tentative walk. Generally speaking, we need at least 3 people on a walk for it to be confirmed. So I'm going to say here on March 1st that I see this confirmed walk, the Orsay Museum in Paris in the 19th century. I can see it has not yet been assigned to a docent, TBA. There's 4 spaces available. The price is 75 euros. It's showing me that it's a confirmed walk. And if I click on Learn More, it'll take me again into that same page we saw before, the full description, the images, more information about the pricing, and then I can actually select the walk there. So again, here I am. It shows me all the information. Pay attention to the additional costs. Additional costs are things that will be added into the shopping cart when you check out and that are provided by Context to your clients. They're in addition to the base price of the walks. So now I can see over here on the right, March 1st, 9:30 a.m. That's the walk that I want my clients to be on. So I'll just click on that. Up comes a little window again. It shows me the number of participants, how much it's going to cost, the subtotal, that it's confirmed, and I just hit Add Walk to my cart. And voila, here I am. Now let me go back to the calendar. I'm just going to hit my back button twice here. I go back to the Orsay, I go back to the calendar, and let me grab a tentative walk. Or better yet, let me add a walk to the calendar that's going to be tentative. So I'm going to go ahead and add Chart to my cart. Again, if I click on the title of the walk, it takes me into the page that shows me the walk, and then I can hit this button. I go ahead and do that, and up comes a window, and it shows me all the various days when the Chart walk can be scheduled, essentially every day of the week. So I'm going to choose Wednesday the 2nd. I see that 9:15 a.m. is the time that Context likes to run it. I go ahead and push forward. It shows me 2 participants, and you see here the status will be tentative. And if I mouse over, it explains further. Tentative walks have not yet reached the minimum number of participants, usually 3. Go ahead and sign up, and we'll confirm as soon as we can. So I'm going to add that walk to my cart. And now you can see in my shopping cart, this is my client's trip. Okay, now I'm going to push forward and check out of my cart, and that will put this order into the Context system. Now the first thing you need to do is log in. You log in with your email address that you used to set up your account, or that we set up for you, and the password that was chosen. So I've set up my own dummy agent here, Frank Sinatra at contexttravel.com, and I'm going to just sign in as Frank. Okay, now since I am an agent, the website knows that, and it gives me a series of options. I can either place this order for one of my existing clients, and it shows me here in the left column all the clients I have set up under this agent, or I can create a new client profile, a new account for my client, here in the middle column, or I can place this as a personal order by clicking on this gray button here. I'm going to set up a new client who's not booked with, I've not booked for at Context Travel. And I put in his name, and then here I need to put in the email address. Why do we need the email address? Because we associate a unique identity to an email address. In this case, for your client, it means that if he or she ever comes back in the future on her own and places an order, she'll already have an identity in our system, and we will track back what's called a residual commission, a commission to you but at a different commission rate, back to you for doing absolutely nothing. So that it's in your benefit to give us the correct email address. Do you have to give us the correct email address? No. You can give us a dummy email address. And in this case, I'm going to give a dummy email address. Dummy email at contexttravel.com. I don't want you to know John Kennedy's email address. I'm going to select a password, and I have to verify that password. Whoops. And then, of course, I heard about it from an agent, Frank Sinatra. Do I want to subscribe this client to the Context newsletter? No, I do not click that, and then I create an account. Okay, now we need to know information about the clients on the walk. So I'm going to go ahead and give us the name, John Kennedy, President, and Jackie Kennedy, Philanthropist. Why do we need to know the occupation? These walks, keep in mind, are very personalized. The more information we know, the better able we are to tailor them to your client's interests. So I go ahead and I put their information in. You can see it gives me a green check next to each one. This is valid information. You can see there's a tasting fee for the Baguette de Bistro, 10 euros per person, additional fee for this walk that's calculated. And then I hit continue. Now it takes me to the next item in my cart, the Orsay Museum. It autofills all the information I've put in. If I'm working with a group of, let's say, 3 people and 2 different people are going on each walk, I can change all that information here. The Orsay tickets are in. My clients have a museum pass. I take it out. In this case, they do. I'm going to remove that from the cart, and I hit continue, and here I am at Chartres. Again, same information. The Chartres train tickets are included as part of the cost of the tour, and off we go to continue. Okay, I'm almost done here. Now I need to give us some basic information about the clients when they're staying in Paris. So it's really great for us to have the mobile phone number if you can manage it. You never know what happens on the ground. This is a very good way for us to reach the client. Make sure here you choose the correct dates. I'm going to make sure it's March 1st through 6th, and they're staying, of course, at the Georges V in Paris. I can put a note in here, something to the effect of VIPs, please treat well, or even more substantial information than that. And of course, I can contribute to the Context Foundation for Sustainable Travel if I'm interested. And then I hit continue, and the last step here is to put in credit card information. So I'm just going to, I'm going to put in John Kennedy's information. I need the billing address here in order to process the credit card. We don't share that information with anyone. Choose Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, or 6. Great. And then I hit continue and submit. And once I submit, I get a page that allows me to review the order one last time before finally submitting. Now you'll see here, we just show back at you basic information about the order, and it's really important down at the bottom that you hit the process order button. This is where you verified everything's correct and you're committing to the various things in your order with us. Now let's just take a real quick look at tentative walks. There is a tentative walk in this order, and because of that we need some extra information. So you can see down here tentative walk options, and one of the things we need from you is a date when we should contact you if nobody else signs up. If someone signs up for this walk and it has the minimum number of people, we're going to charge and confirm the walk. So you need to put a date in here that you're comfortable with. So now I'm going to go ahead and process this order. And voila, when that green sign comes up, thank you for your order, that order is now in our system.